Hello, Farm Life family.
Hi, family.
How you doing? Ramsey says hi.
Hi.
Dogs are going to be in and out of this video. We love our dog. We have someone here that has been here for 7 months. 7 months.
We call
Farm Life
Jocelyn
family.
our resident guest.
7 months. And to this point, our longest guest was, what, 2 or 3 years ago. Tom, if you've been watching our videos, hi. Hope everything's going well. He was here for 3 months. And so you've doubled that. I mean, and it's been such an awesome time. And let's introduce her first. Farm Life family, Jocelyn. And we even got her name right. And we're not. Well, if you remember in the last video,
she failed to tell us.
Videos, I mispronounce names, forget names. I have a bit of a rough time with names. I got to work on that. But I have not been pronouncing your name right for 7 months. It's been
6.5.
6.5 for 2 weeks.
Really well
Jocelyn became Jocelyn.
But I nicknamed her the Jasser. So anyway, I'm always nicknaming people. But anywho, hello.
Hello.
Wow. First off, how did you? I mean, we got to really back up, right? How did you find out about our place?
I found out online.
Okay.
Suggested kind of the way I found out was I was looking into fasting, and somebody suggested this place for fasting. And that was, at the time, what I was interested in. That was years ago, and I couldn't do it because I was taking care of my parents and couldn't leave them. And so when the time came that I had space to do it, and it felt right, yeah, I remembered you.
You remembered us.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I'm so
Yeah.
glad that you did that. Yeah, man, it's really been amazing. I don't even know where to begin sometimes with this interview because we've gone through so much.
It's been a huge journey.
Yeah. Now,
I mean, certainly your initial reservation was just for, I think, a couple months or 6 weeks.
Yeah, a month and a half.
Yeah.
I wanted to stay as long as I could, and retreat season.
Yeah. We worked you in there.
Yeah.
absolutely. Now you've been in this lifestyle, right?
Yes.
I mean, you've been to True North,
Yes.
right, which is a healing center in California. You did a long
Fasting
water.
center.
You did a fast there, right? So you did fast there. You've been a raw foodist for a while
For a few years,
before
yes.
coming here, so you
Yeah.
had a lot of pre-knowledge.
Yes. Yes.
And so,
And you did that for chemical sensitivity.
right.
yeah, what was your some of your
I've had a lot
ailments?
of autoimmune issues, a thyroid, different autoimmune things, and also the chemical sensitivity is really what drove me here because it was just intolerable. It was getting really bad,
Right.
and I didn't understand, and so I just thought I had to get into a clean environment, and this felt right for that.
Sure. Now, while you were here, a lot's happened, right?
Yeah,
So I think you came here at first thinking, oh, physically maybe I'm going to heal a lot of things.
Right.
But
right.
what?
With a little thought in the back that said, I'm not sure it's about this. But it's what got me here.
So what happened? So let's discuss now. Let's go deeper, right? Because it went way deeper
Yeah.
than that, right?
Yeah.
It went. And
Yeah.
of course, we've always talked in these videos. You have a mind, you have a body, and you have a spirit, right? You have been working a lot on the body.
Yeah.
Body, really, just
Yeah.
trying different things to fix your physical problems.
Right.
But when you got here, things kind of twisted, and they turned a different way. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I had a pretty major loss, and my life basically went from here to there. It shifted from knowing exactly what I was going to be doing to not having a clue because of the loss. And so that was about a month into my time here.
Right.
And it was an incredible place to be able to work through that loss and get to where I am now, where I'm ready to move on.
Yeah, and there's a lot of let's say spiritual workers, sort of shamans, if you will, in our valley that worked with you.
Yes.
You've got Sabina and the drumming shaman, just to
Yeah.
kind of go out of body a little bit, right? So that you could
The
discover
Reiki.
within the Reiki, the energy work that Jocelyn and I did. They were really beautiful.
Incredible.
Giving you some guidance. Sabina's
Yes.
drum work that she does, where
Soul
you get some
retrieval.
answers to soul retrievals.
Secret.
The Secret,
Yeah.
thank you to The Secret. She's in California now to go deep within.
Secret does what's called bioelectric massage. but or body therapy really, but it's kind of like just receiving Reiki from a feminine energy.
From a feminine energy.
Yeah.
And
Very
it's
helpful.
so powerful.
Yeah.
Jocelyn and I both really respond to her work.
Beautiful, beautiful. And the lessons and the learnings that you got from going a bit deeper.
Oh,
What were they? I'm just curious.
You know, that first of all, I've always, I've had a lot of interest in spirituality, and I've done a lot of work, but it was still kind of like in my head and a good idea, and I still would go to the physical first.
It was in the thinking head, not the feeling heart, right?
Yeah, and I think this really allowed me to open to a level of trust that I've never had.
Trust, beautiful.
Yeah, because when you're kind of like shifted like that, there's not much left, to look at, and it's like you really have to learn to trust, and trusting in that part of me that knows what to do and will lead me in the right direction.
And the trust in the having no expectations.
Yes,
Right?
Absolutely. No expectations, yeah. Not about the future.
To be more in the
stay
moment.
Very present. And realizing I can have a difficult time, but it's going to shift.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I'm going to choose to shift.
Exactly. And there were some rough moments here for you.
Very rough.
Right?
Yeah.
And then lately, just really in the past, 6 weeks or so?
Yeah.
There's been a huge shift where you were just like, I'm not going to worry about it.
Right. Yeah.
I'm right here, right now.
I'm tired of worrying about it, really.
Yeah.
It's time to move on. It's time to spend the rest of my life without that. I've
Right.
been carrying that around for a lot of years.
It's beautiful.
Like, I'll just leave that somewhere.
It's been beautiful to watch, and what's been so great to watch, your sort of metamorphosis through here, and a lot of you out there in YouTube land, I've noticed, and it happens with a lot of raw foodists, right, where you get so caught up in the physical, that now it becomes a control,
Right.
and then maybe a little bit of an obsession.
Yeah.
But now you're not in the moment anymore. Now you're just worried and afraid. You're just trying to control every little facet of your physical life, but you're not in balance.
Right.
Because you're so worried all the time and in fear of, if I don't eat this, or if I'm not completely structured in my daily activities, right, then there's no possible way I can be healthy or happy.
Right.
Right?
Right.
This sometimes raw foodists and vegans can get into a bit rut.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And the environment here, I mean, it couldn't be more perfect. It's clean. You have everything. The beautiful water to drink. It's such a gift. The food is organic and fresh, and everything, the sun, everything is so perfect, and yet you still have to go beyond it.
Yeah. You got to find happiness within.
It's wonderful support, but yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And I've always said that about, our place is just to offer sort of an environment of just support and love.
It is. It's total support. It supported me so well, and I felt that. I just felt like held by this farm. And you. And
I think one of the lessons that I've even learned from your 7 months here is that, a guest will come in and you can put them on health coaching, and you can have them whatever, sun gazing, barefoot walking, doing green juice fasts, and all of these things. And these things are extremely
incredible
healing.
Tours and
and the tours and everything. But one of the most important things is love.
It is. It is.
Right? Do you know what I mean?
Really is.
And kindness, unconditional love.
Yeah.
The present moment, happiness, joy.
Yeah. It is. It comes down to it's that kindness, love, heart.
Yeah.
The openness and staying in this moment with it.
Yeah. And that's been, I think, a learning lesson for Jocelyn as well as us. Because again, sometimes guests can come in and you're like, you know what? Okay, here we go. You have to do the green juices and eat the fruits and do this and do this. But then in the end, it's just loving service, unconditional love. How can we serve you?
Yeah.
And that in the end causes the transformation.
Right. And there you go. Full circle.
That causes the transformation.
Right.
Interesting enough, we'll back up a second. From a business side of things, you were here for 7 months, and I'm sure there's some people out there going, I couldn't afford that. There's no way. But remember something, Farmer Life family, and anybody watching this, our mission and vision is affordability. And remember, you and I have had some really cool conversations, right?
Yeah.
And you were like, God, I did the math. She lives in California, which is a little bit pricey to live, we know. But you were doing the math on it, and you were like, I can live here more affordably with, because we buy all the food, right? And we pretty much do everything.
Right, and yeah.
And you if you do the math in it, it's cheaper to live here than for a while if you really want to do a deep healing, than it is in some of the in some of the states in the U.S. Right?
Yes, absolutely. It was.
And you had no financial responsibilities in the States. You didn't have an apartment.
I had let go of my home there, so there's no
There's no
so
mortgage. There's no apartment.
So
there's no
was,
car.
Yeah, a very wonderful, affordable way to live.
Yeah.
And heal, and everything, all the other gifts I've received.
Exactly. So the mission and the vision accomplished here. It was a perfect time, an affordable place for you to be here for 7 months to really go down the rabbit hole. I mean, good for you. A lot of people are afraid. They're, you know what I mean? They want to stay at that food, which is okay to stay at that food level.
Yeah.
But you really came here and you went deeper. Yeah. You went deeper into your heart, into your soul.
Yeah.
And you discovered some really amazingly transformational things.
Mm-hmm. I did. I have. And I'm taking them with me.
Yay.
They'll be with me forever.
Awesome. That is incredible. Yeah. So the future, which there really isn't any, no expect. But what are your thoughts towards what you might be interested in doing once you leave here?
I still don't know. I have thoughts. I think.
You're going to house sit for Caroline.
Yes, that'll be.
How's it going, Caroline?
That'll be my. She's a guest.
She's
here.
coming back.
And you guys are swapping places.
You're swapping.
She's coming here, and
Yeah.
you're going to go house sit so she can come here for 2 months.
Right.
That's right.
Right. So I'll be doing that, and I really feel that that'll be my next step. It'll be, I'll be very quiet there in New Mexico, and and it'll just give me more space to continue this process and really find that next step. I trust it's coming.
That's amazing.
It feels very close.
That's amazing. And there's no worry anymore. There's no worry about what to expect. It's just you're in the moment.
Yeah.
And that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's transformation, Farmer Life family. This is amazing. Look at that. She's like the glowing shroud. It's like Mother Teresa.
You look very soft, your energy right now.
It's truly amazing. Mm-hmm. So Farmer Life, any of you out there are thinking, if you want to come for a long time and really go deep into this, this is not a bad spot.
No.
And just to clarify,
sure.
we do that with guests May through December.
May through December.
1 month in there we close, but otherwise that's when we take long-term visitors.
Yeah.
Thank you, you guys.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Yes.
I love you both.
We love you
too.
too.
Thank you so much for having this place for me to come to. It has just meant everything.
You've been wonderful as well.
Mm-hmm.
We will not forget you. And you'll be back, I know.
I'll be back to remind you.
Yes.
I'm going to miss you up there at yoga.
I'm gonna be in touch.
Qigong.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You've
There's
been-
just so many things. So much. This is a very rich place
Thank you.
on many levels.
Yeah.
We love you, Farmer Life family. We'll see you later.
Bye-bye.